Welcome to Good News BNSSG. We aim to showcase some of the great initiatives and projects in our area. Today, we're focusing on the newly qualified GP Fellowship and the Supporting Mentors program. Some of our mentors are having some essential CPT training today, so let's go inside and take a look.
So the newly qualified GP Fellowship program is a program of support for new GPs that gives them some protected time to keep going with their learning and development, and also builds a support network around them. So they get a GP mentor, they get a clinical supervisor in their practice, and they get invited to join a group of their peers.
I was aware that there was a big jump in sort of responsibilities and overall workload moving from being a trainee to being a fully qualified salaried GP, and I was worried about my ability to navigate that change myself, and the provision of this regular monthly meeting with the external mentor to help navigate that change, be a sounding board and be a guide through that process was something that I really wanted to engage with.
Transitioning from a GP trainee to an independent practitioner, and I think also moving from the Bath, Swindon and Wiltshire area, or BSW, into the BNSSG area I thought was fairly challenging. I felt like I might not have known the different services, the different GPs. I was already a bit comfortable of where I was working. It was even a different IT system. It was System 1 and here was EMIS. I had to learn that from scratch. And I thought this program had, mentorship, it had resources, it had protected CPD time, funding, to be able to support me within my first 2 years of being a qualified GP. So I thought that really stood out to me.
I had two mentors because a year into my 2-year program, my first mentor finished working for the fellowship. And actually that was really cool because I'd had one mentor for the first 12 months, which kind of passed by in a blur. And I think he was really just there to sort of hold my hand and navigate me through that really intense period of change. And then by the time I'd got into that second year, maybe that transition would have happened with the same mentor, but I liked the fact that I then had a different mentor who had a really different style and who had lots of experience in coaching and helping people sort of look forward and realise where they might want to go in the future. And it was at that point that I'd already started thinking about what sort of portfolio career that I might want to have or where I might want to go after the fellowship had finished.
Yeah, it gives them that time to explore their own interests, and it's a real privilege to read what they get up to during the fellowship programme. So a mixture of developing special clinical interests. Some fellows have become GP partners earlier than they thought possible in their career. Developing portfolio careers in teaching, research, leadership, or following real passion projects that really benefit their patients or their fellow staff members, and even things like the wider environment. So I think it's been lovely to see what people have done with it.
I absolutely love it. I loved the training, which was really helpful in terms of knowing how best we can help our mentees, so the training course that we did, and having the time to talk to them and use my experience to help them stay fresh and enthusiastic is really important to me.
I think about the mentoring as that protected time where there's kind of no conflicts of interest. So I get their problem, I get their job, but I'm not their boss or answering to that. So we've had feedback for that. I'm a very safe sounding board when they're having those struggles, that they can kind of bounce that off someone. We can give advice and ideas and sometimes coach them or mentor them through.
It's kind of down to me and the mentee where we meet and when we meet. So sometimes I've been walking in the local park with them and their toddler as well. It's good to be flexible. And I suppose you get to see the mentees as more as individuals that way, out of the working environment. When you're not in the clinical environment, meeting someone in the park or going for a walk or whatever helps to be able to look at the work-life balance and other issues that people are juggling with in their careers. So that's the positives.
I use a lot of mentoring, possibly without realising it prior to doing the mentoring programme, in my day-to-day practice. Honing and refining those mentoring techniques and tools allows me to know when it's appropriate to use those techniques and to really drill down into what I'm trying to achieve. So it's made me a better clinician as well.
We're all aware how stressed general practice, a stressful place it is, isn't it? So being able to give people a chance to discuss things that they're finding difficult, find ways to make it a bit easier, is protecting our group of doctors for future generations. We're all getting old and decrepit. You need somebody to still be doing the job but enjoying it.
When we've evaluated the programme, all the fellows that we've asked have said that they want to stay in general practice, and I think that's really important. And if we can support people to feel happy and comfortable continuing their career, then that is a really important thing.
When you've got this protected time of having these mentors and also your peer support group that you meet through that fellowship as well, to see what other people are doing and to see what is possible and to take that time to have that inspiration, it definitely does shape what you want to do and what you think and what you know is achievable in your own career, I think.
If I was doing some of these things myself, I probably wouldn't be in any place where I am at the moment. And I think now that I have these different opportunities, I look forward to working.
So as we can see, the newly qualified GP fellowship programme is supporting our new GPs to create fulfilling careers in BNSSG. It's also providing a portfolio opportunity for our more experienced colleagues. If you'd like to know more about mentoring, coaching or support at work, please do check the description box below and have a look at the links we've included. So that's all for today. I hope this video has given you some inspiration and helped you to see that great things are happening in BNSSG.